So today I'm at the Daughters of American Revolution State Forest in Goshen, Massachusetts. This is Route 112 right here, and this is the entrance to the park. I gotta say, this is one of the most beautiful state park campgrounds in probably all of Massachusetts. As you can see, Route 112 gets a fair amount of traffic, but the campground is set so far back from the road you don't hear it at all, so which is great. There's a long trip from the street to where the actual campground is. So we'll get to that as we go along here, but we'll stop and see some of the boat launches, day use areas, things like that are all along the way. Like I said, it's a great park. It's $17 a night if you're a Massachusetts resident. Unfortunately, they haven't fixed the problem where they're charging out of state is $54 a night, so Massachusetts apparently doesn't want tourism. I don't get it. I don't know why anybody out of state would pay $54 a night to camp in a state park when you can go to a commercial park camping area and pay probably less than that. I know some privately owned campgrounds that are less than $40 a night for a tent site that you could pull in with a small van like mine. I don't get it. Like I said, Massachusetts doesn't want tourism. But anyway, ignoring that, this is a wonderful park if you've got the means to visit it here. And this is a no hunting welcomed campground. So for those of you who worry about such things like myself there in the fall camping, you don't have to worry about that here. So come by in the fall. Don't have to worry about wearing blaze orange. There's no hunting allowed in this state forest here. So when you come in, you pull up to the ranger station here. He'll take your ID and everything if you've got a reservation to camp, or your money if you got a day paying for day use, credit card only. He also sells firewood here, $7 a bundle. Also again, credit card only. So just something worth noting. And Massachusetts does not allow you to bring in outside firewood no matter what. You have to buy the firewood here. It is pet friendly, and all three major cell phone carriers do function here. Weak, but they do function. So just as I come in here, they get somebody coming by to clean the porta pot. So I'm going to go on this side instead. This brings you down to the pavilion. I believe this is a reservable pavilion if you got a group outing that you want to do a picnic for. And there's also another little pond down this way with a boat launch. So this is the group pavilion over here. And like I said, I do think you do need to reserve it. A little fire pit there for those at the picnic pavilion. The road down to the other pond has these nice little picnic areas with fire pits in them. You can just grab a spot and have a picnic if you're down here for day use. So this is the actual boat launch for the lake. This is actually Lower Highland Lake. You don't really see much of this one from the campground. And it might be worth bringing my kayak back sometime and exploring at some point too, just to see what's out there. This is a no motor lake, so no motorboats allowed. It has to be all paddle boats, kayaks, canoes, that sort of stuff. So no motors allowed. And yeah, it's a nice little area down here. There's a little bit of a hiking trail over here that explores along the lake. I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough time to do that, but nice little bridge going over the stream here. So we're going to work our way up to the main day use area now. Might have to wait a minute for the guy cleaning up the porta pot to finish up and leave, because the noise from that truck is rather annoying up there. But we'll get through it. Luckily, that's not a normal occurrence you'll run into every day. He's probably just getting it cleaned out before the weekend hits, because I'm sure this place is going to get busy over the weekend. Okay, so apparently that guy is here to clean out the septic system from the bathhouse, not the porta pot, so he'll be here for a while. So I'm just going to plow ahead and get into the day use area. This is the day use beach. At times they will have lifeguards on duty, but not right now. Day use area is a carry in, carry out park, so you have to bring all your trash with you. Nice little stream over here. This is, by the way, Upper Highland Lake. We'll take some better looks at that shortly, but we're going to take a walk through the picnic area first. And little fire pits along here, actually fireplaces, nice. I love those fireplaces. These have obviously been around for a while and have seen better days. They got grills, traditional fire pits as well. Yeah, nice little ongoing picnic area. Now I could take the road to get over to the campground area, but I think I'm going to take the more scenic route instead. We're going to come up by Upper Highland Lake and take the trail system up that way. So it looks like Upper Highland Lake may be a man-made lake, because we're standing on an earthen dam right here. Goes down there, starts up here. This will give you a nice little area there. You can just come out and sit in some park benches and look out here. There's an area here people can set up and fish from. And there's even somebody out there on the water enjoying the lake out there. Definitely a nice area. So yeah, they welcome fishing. So if you're into that, this is a great place to visit for that. Come down here to the boat launch area. This wide open road here, you can bring your boat down, bring alongside one of these piers, or docks, or whatever these are. And even without a boat, nice view of the lake from this spot. And this is the hiking trail that will lead us back to the camping area. Handicapped accessible hiking trail. No horses allowed though, so don't bring your horse. Along the course of the trail you find the small but accessible gazebo. Kind of overgrown around it though. Oh, nice echo in it though. Kind of overgrown, so you're not going to see much, but he's a good place to run into if it's raining. You can get out of the rain for a couple of minutes. You come down here, and you get another beautiful view of the lake. This is Upper Highland Lake. And we got one of the other many beaches along the way here. Got another little dock right off the side of the trail. So if you're on a boat that you can easily carry in and out of the water, this might be a good place. There's a beach down there. There's a beach there. There's a beach there. There's a beach there. There are plenty of places to stop and get on the water here. It's awesome. One beach is too crowded, you can move on to another one. And that brings us to the other side of the trail now. And we're at the entranceway to the camping area. Okay, this is the last area here that's accessible for day use visitors. This is another boat launch. It's one more beach, but that's just for campers. This is the boat launch zone up here for the upper parking area, so if you want to launch a boat from up here, you can. But if you're a beach goer and you're in that upper parking lot, you do have to take that hiking trail back down to where the main beach is. Okay, the only other beach up this way is for campers. There's a separate campers beach up here, which you'll see shortly on the video. Okay, this is what they show as the night registration office. I've never actually seen this in use though, since they don't take walk-ins at these campgrounds anymore. I wish they did, but they don't. I'm not sure if they actually make this functional anymore. Now this brings us to the entrance to the main camping area now. Storing a whole pile of extra firewood in there. And this is your dumpster area. Fenced off to try to keep bears from coming in. Because there are bears up in these woods. And turn over here, you got a wildlife viewing station. A neat area to hang out in with a camera and see if you can photograph any wildlife. Nice thing about this setup is so you can look out it, get your camera out it, but the wildlife won't see you. Obviously with me talking on the camera, they're going to hear me anyway and take off, but different view portals for different types of people. I don't see any wildlife out there right now, but I'll come back at sunset. That's when you see, usually you'll see things like that. That's a neat little setup they have here. This is some of the stuff you'd see. I would love to see one of those down here, a moose. But kinds of variety of wildlife here. And this takes us into the main camping area. We'll go through a little site-by-site tour of the various campsites here. And there's some really nice ones. They're well spaced. Some of them are a little bit close, but some of them aren't. Nice quiet area. This is the access area to the campers beach. We'll take a look down there. This is just a small little beach area that's only for the campground participants, people staying at the campground itself. Unfortunately, I can't show you the occupied sites out of respect for other people's privacy, but in some of the sites here, like Site 2, which are a little bit close to the sites on the other road over there, but very well spaced on between the sites on this road, because as you can see, there's no other sites around here. This is site number 3. Very close to site number 4 though. The bathhouse you can see through the woods over there. And site number 4 is right over here. See, they all come with bear lockers, because there are definitely an active bear population in these woods, so one of those places where you got to keep your food locked up. Site 5. Another really quiet one. It's right on the road, but this is actually a nice one right here if you want to be very well spaced from everybody else. This is a nice one right here. Nearest neighbor is Site 6, and he's well up the road a little bit. And there's Site 6. Looks like it's still occupied. I see sandals and stuff on there. We're going to take this road down over this side. Brings you to sites 33 through 50. Get some cool little sites here with some fences on the back of them. Site 33, actually 33A. Apparently there's an extra site here. And that's actually 33 over here, which is occupied. Site 34. Nice quiet little site. 35, a little close to 33. There's a cool fence and that big tree in the back. Site 36, really close to the bathhouse if you need those sorts of things. And there's one of the bathhouses with showers and a dishwashing station. Site 37, I've actually stayed in this site before. This is actually a pretty good site. This is the first time I stayed here. I had my Mountaineer, the Wolfeneer, my trailer, my scooter. That was a fun trip. About the same time of year too. Site 38, on the other side of the bathhouse. Something else you'll often see in this park, newts. Apparently there's a worm here too. And this is site 41. This is the one I'm staying at. I don't really recommend it. It's kind of sloped. A little bit of a slope back to it. I couldn't get my van perfectly level, but it's otherwise not a bad site. As you can see, I got everything set up here quite nicely. A nice view of the woods out back, and relatively no neighbors around here, which definitely a plus on it. Just the lack of being able to get leveled out is the only downside to it. I got one neighbor across the road from me. That's about it. Continuing onward, we got site 42. A nice little site. Park your van up in the front here if you're in a van. Set up camp in the back there. Not too bad. Alright, site 44 is a nice one. I could definitely stay in this one. A nice little parking space here for the van right there. I just have to move the picnic table. Get your bear box over there, but you got dual fire pits. Super cool. Get your regular traditional fire pit there, and you get this nice big one here with the metal grate on the back of it here. Yeah, this would be a good one to stay at, right here. Little bit unlevel in spots, but if you get into that spot over there, it's not too bad. So yeah, Site 44 is an awesome one. And got Site 43 across the road here. Site 45 is pretty good. Nice and set back from the road a little. Site 46. This is Site 50. I've actually stayed in this one before too. I don't recommend that one either because it really slopes off the back. Do not stay at that one if you have a choice. I stayed there one time with my brother, and yeah, it was really difficult with the unlevel surface. There's Site 11. I'm going to take this road over here, which goes right down the middle of the camping area. See a few different other campsites this way. Site 29. There is a nice little quiet area, this at least right now. Imagine over the weekend this place will fill right up, but right now this area is nice and quiet. Site 28. Some of these sites have a fire pit and a grill. Site 27. There's some bonus firewood here too. Actually, I'm going the wrong way down a one-way road at the moment, so signs are backwards. 26. That would be a good spot for setting up a van in there. Nice, and looks like you can get probably fairly level down on that back spot there. The roadway to more campsites. Water spigot right at the entranceway here. Yeah, sites 30 to 32 are over here. Let's take a quick peek. So this is Site 30. Nice and level spot though. 31. Nice fire pit in this one. This is actually a nice site here, Site 25. May actually be one of the handicapped sites though, looking at the size and shape of the fire pit. Nice big level site. That looks more like it's probably a handicapped accessible site. I'd have to check on the map. 24 is a nice site though. One of the fireplace style like the ones over at Harold Parker for the fire pit here. And there's a regular fire pit too. Alright. Yeah, so Site 24 is a nice one. A little more set back from some of the others. It's 22. A lot of birds here too. Site 23. There's another bathhouse. Not sure if there's showers in this one or not. Site 20, this is one of the ones on the other side of that road. So those are the sites that we looked at on the way in on over there. And that's Site 21, too close to the bathhouse for my liking. Site 19, that's not a bad site. Pretty level, a nice fire pit. Decent amount of sun coming in. Site 17. There's certainly in some occupied areas here. That's Site 18. Site 9. Site 10 would be good for solar panels. This is Site 13, but I believe this one's actually listed as one of the host sites. So, might be too early in the season for it to be occupied yet. Got a filling station, but not a dump station. Interesting. Another pavilion over here, as well as the nature center. Well, it looks like some sort of a cabin too. The pavilion made in 1988. I'm sure, I don't know if this one's reservable. This one may be just for the picnickers. I mean for the campers, excuse me. For the campers. Nice big fire pit though, or grill actually. Well, that's interesting. Bikes are for free use here. Left behind by other campers, they just leave them here so people can use them while they're camping and return them when they're done. Well, that's neat. Probably go up the ramp over here. Doesn't look like it's unlocked either though, does it? Let's find out though. Oh, it's locked. Too bad. Oh, we're too early in the season, I guess. Can't show you the nature center. Beyond the nature center, you got a couple more campsites to see. This is site number 14. Decent sized campsite. Pretty quiet down on this end too. That actually may be it. So that's the end of the tour of all the campsites. We got one more bonus clip for you coming up here, but first I just want to stop for a quick lunch because I'm getting hungry. Late lunch today, but that's okay. It's a very light lunch. One of my typical salads that I like to do. This one here is chicken BLT. Yeah, I have too much bacon in my diet, I admit. way too much bacon. Lettuce has seen better days, but I think the same thing that happened to my chocolate milk in the previous video there where it froze, probably froze my lettuce too. That fridge doesn't have the best temperature regulation, that's for sure. Yes, the Daughters of American Revolution State Forest even has a fire tower. And it's got quite the view up here. Unfortunately, you can't go up into the deck up above. I'd love to get up there and see the view from up there. But you're not allowed to go up there, that's locked, which is unfortunate. But you can get up onto the landing just below it. It's not a very big landing, but it works. Anyway, if you have any questions about D.A.R. State Forest, put them down there in the comments. I'll try to answer them as best I can. And remember, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of these campground tours. You can also go back to my playlist of all the various campground tours I've already done. See what I've done over the last several years of YouTube. And also make sure you hit that like button down below there too. Let me know you've been watching this video. But with that, thanks for watching. Remember, slow down, enjoy life, and remember to always be kind. I'll talk to you guys later.